Hi everyone, I am Soner. We will talking about a few important inventions of El-Cezeri. In this video, I will explain hand face washing automat.
I am Hasan. I will explain double pistons water pump.
I am Hüseyin. I will explain water wheel in this video. Have a good watching.
El-Cezeri is considered to have taken the first step of cybernetics and made the first robot. El-Cezeri was also said to be the inspiration for Leonardo da Vinci. He was born in 1136 in the district of Turin. He received his nickname from his city. His automatic machines are the cornerstone of today's mechanical and cybernetic sciences. El-Cezeri has covered the usage principle of more than 50 devices in his book titled Useful Information and Practice in the Construction of Mechanical Instruments. The original copy of this book is not available today, but there are 15 known copies. 10 of them are located in various museums in Europe and 5 in Topkapı and Süleymaniye libraries. He did practical and manual empirical studies rather than theoretical studies.
Water wheels are the first mechanical energy source to replace human or animal power. Increase the water level has been used for purposes such as green leaf grounds. A vertical water well is placed on the edge of the flowing river. With the force applied by the water on the pallets, the water starts to rotate, and the rotation moment is transmitted to the gear by way of the central shaft. The gears transfer this moment to the pistons. Rotary motion is converted to linear motion by means of this bar on the large gear, and so the water is pumped at the height of 11 meters. The pump mechanism is placed in the triangular crate. This crate is also immersed in water from the edge of the river. The lower end of the rod is fixed to the lower end of the crate. A channel was opened up to as long as the diameter of the gear that is connected to on this rod, and they are attached with the help of a nail. At the same time, this lever has two pistons connected to both sides. The pistons are made of the metal disc, which convert in help rope to the middle part, and they placed in copper cylinders. El-Cezeri's important points in this design are as follows. The water wells was used to obtain energy. Rotary motion is converted into linear motion. The efficiency was increased to double by using reciprocate pistons.
This machine is one of the first of the vending technology developed by El-Cezeri for hand-face washing or ablution. This machine has two blocks at the top and bottom which is connected to each other by columns and a servant kneeling between them. The servant has a pitcher in his right hand and a towel in his left hand. There is a dome and a bird at the top of the automat. In the front part, there is a basin and duct in which the contaminated water will flow. Operation of the machine by turning a ring on the upper water tank. The valve system is opened and water flows from the reservoir on the pitcher in a secret way. As the water is filled in the pitcher, the air trapped in exits another pipe and runs a vessel. The trick that The whistle comes from the bird at the top is created. The sound of this bird is warning the user when the pitcher is full. After the reservoir is filled up to the level of siphon, the water starts to flow through the mouth of the snake-shaped pitcher. The water used when taking the ablution flows to the front chamber. As the process ends, it is seen that the water in the basin is drinking by the drag. In fact, by means of a siphon channel in it, it transfers the used water to the lower level storage. The water filled to the lower tank removes to the float in the tank and release the chain attached to the left arm the servant. In this way, the servant is extended the towel to forward. Ablution filled person then put them in place. After a fifth time, when all water accumulates in the bottom tank, the used water is discharged from the tap at the rear. With the evacuation of the water, the buoy will sink again, and the chain will be tensioned to raise the lever to the up position. This machine is a great example both in terms of aesthetics and engineering. El-Cezeri has used laws such as compound containers, air pressure, and buoyancy of water in this machine.
The water wheel. This machine was one of El-Cezeri's unrealized ideas, and it was only conceived as a concept in manuscript so far. But surprisingly, during a recent discovery in Syria, the remains of the water wheel on the river Yazid showed that it was actually based on El-Cezeri's design and present us with the glamorous glow of his genius. El-Cezeri is indeed a talented practitioner. He was not only writing the text, he was doing what he wrote. Water wheel, made in the 13th century, served the local community for more than 700 years. It unbelievably carried water to the local hospital until 1970. The machine is a monument in design and construction. El-Cezeri was a man who had always reviewed his construction and improved his designs if necessary. He used a complex gear system that is common to all its work. El-Cezeri's book was mentioned that the lifting machine is designed to operate through buckets. Water is poured from a certain height into the buckets and causes the buckets to rotate. Gears and shafts rotate due to this movement. This device has engineering principles, but this machine worked as water power lying on the Yazid river instead of water. A water wheel is driven by rotating gears that drive the gears and shafts to raise the water. The water was lifted up to a 13-meter high tower. A horizontal gear wheel in this tower was connected to a vertical gear wheel. By the use of these gears, the movement moved to a pulley where the chain and column are placed. Due to the effect of the water was moved from the river to the top of the tower, and the water was poured into the waterway. Extremely preserved, this device is a great example of the use of technology to improve the quality of life of citizens in ancient times.